Gary, go ahead.
I wanted to ask you, was the lady Stallone's mom, was she a part of that company?
Well, she was a character on the show. She knew the director very well. They were good friends. We knew that it would be a fun tie-in to have Jackie be the good girl manager, and that was the character that she played. As far as, was she involved in the production of the show? No, she was not.
No, I was just curious about it, because I remember seeing her, because, I used to watch it. I'm not going to lie to anybody. When I was younger, and
it's nothing to be ashamed of, Gary.
No, man, hell no. If you didn't watch it, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, that's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah, Jackie, I met her a couple times. She came in whenever we were doing, whenever we needed to do any type of filming for skits and whatever Jackie was being used for. And boy, we just surrounded her and just couldn't stop asking her about her. What's it like to be the mother of Sylvester Stallone? She was so nice and always talked to us. She never put on air. She was a real natural, down-to-earth kind of person, and she was really. It was awesome. I was glad to be a good girl because I got to get a little closer to her. And my very first match, Jackie was in the audience. It was against the Heavy Metal Sisters. And then later that same day, I came out again and took on the Housewives, which are also the Heavy Metal Sisters. So it was really fun because, having Jackie there, E.T. was there filming that day too. It was just like, wow, my very first day wrestling, and Jackie Stallone's here, and it made national. So we were pretty excited. It was fun. A lot of stuff going on for a 19-year-old back then. So it was better than folding T-shirts.
Jimmy, go ahead.
So what have you been up to since Glow went off and you had your injury and you retired?
Well, I stayed in Vegas, and also Nanuchka stayed in Vegas. Susie Spirit stayed in Vegas. Little Feathers here in Vegas. David McLean's back in Vegas, although he goes back and forth from Indianapolis. So there's a core group of girls that kind of stayed. For me, I got into real estate. I built a business. I got married. I have a 16-year-old son now. And, I just enjoyed being a mom, just focused on being the best person I could possibly be, and just enjoyed my life. So, and now because of the resurgence of Glow and the interest in the Glow documentary and kind of connecting again with the girlfriends, it's been really, really fun. And I've just kind of started opening that door again in my life, and it's been really fun. It's been fun for me. It's been fun for my son. It's kind of cool when my son hears stuff like this and gets to see all the nice comments on YouTube and stuff like that. That his mom, kind of a badass. I'm just kidding, but I like to bring that up to him every chance I get. I'm like, don't you dare. You don't know who you're messing with. But no, life's good. Life's been really good for me, and thankfully, as I'm coming through and connecting with my fellow Glow girls again, I'm finding out that life's been very good for them too.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
I actually had one more question before I kicked it back to Gary. And my question for you was, what are your memories of Steve Blance, who was the senior referee and senior 2 that always used to get beat up?
Oh, yeah. Steve was also the writer. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he wrote all the comedy sketches. Matilda did a lot of writing too. She wrote some of the girls' raps, but Steve wrote my rap, the Little Egypt rap. He was the one that wrote that. So for Steve was such a big part of the show. He was there during everything. It wasn't just the reffing that he did. That was kind of like fun for him, but he was very, very involved in the match coordination. All the writing was done by Steve. And now, and he's still very, very involved in wrestling and working hard with Johnny Caffarella and launching Wrestlelicious, which is a new women's wrestling show.
Yeah, I was actually going to talk a little bit about that. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on that? It seems like a modern-day Glow.
I love it.
And I know that aren't a couple of the original Glow girls actually working with the production crew?
Well, Hollywood signed as a cast member. I don't, as far as what role she's going to play, I'm not privileged to that information. But have you checked out the YouTube promotions on Wrestlelicious? Have you seen any of their online stuff?
Yeah, I've seen a few of them.
Oh, man, it looks so good to me. I love the quality of the production of Wrestlelicious. I love that it has the campy feel. I love that they're doing skits. I love the characters. I love the makeup. Seeing it portrayed like that, it just, it's a compliment. It's a huge compliment. I know Johnny Caffarella. I'm happy for him. I'm excited about what's going on, and I can't wait for it to get launched. I can't wait to see it on television. There's a lot of really good wrestlers on that show.
Yeah, from the teasers that they put up, I would have to agree with you. We actually have a caller calling in from the 305.
Okay.
Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, this is Todd in Miami. Hello, Little Egypt. I'm one of your fans on Facebook.
Hey, Todd. How are you?
I'm doing good. The other day I showed my daughters some of the glow stuff on YouTube, and I was wondering, that got them to pull out my old yearbooks and saw some of my 80s hair, but do you guys get teased? Do you guys get teased for the old 80s look?
Now, Todd, okay, I grew up in the 80s. I'm a product of the 80s.
Me too.
Oh my God. And when I look back at the hair, and it just makes me laugh. I love it. It just brings back, it's good memories. It was a fun time in my life, and I just, the teasing and all that. You should have seen, we went through a case of Aquanet at every shooting. I mean, there's like a case, and hair and makeup and hairspray. Oh my God, it was crazy, but it was what was in style. And I look back and I love it. I laugh. It's not what I'm doing now with my hair, Todd.
Oh, no.
What are you doing with your hair?
I mean, I had the Jerry curl, as my daughters say, soul glow from Coming to America. And I'm actually bald head now, and thank God I am. But I'm sorry?
Is that because you lost your hair?
No, it's because I cut it.
Oh.
I mean, my kids see that and they're like, Dad, they and I got a 16-year-old too, and I mean, they say, Dad, you watch that? I'm like, yeah. It was great. And I'm a big wrestling fan anyway, and they tease me about that. I can't believe you watched that. Look at that 80s hair, and look at all that glitter, and I'm thinking to myself, that was TV back